you just had to see me crying for you. But I'm not saying hey, I'm a country boy, but I ain't no fool. So I'll tell you one more time before you lose your cool. I may be a country boy, but I ain't no fool. And now when you came running home, I told you where to go. There wasn't no love here for you anymore. Yeah, now I felt better since that day, 'cause I watched you walk away. Everything's alright, yeah, I'm okay. 'Cause I just had to see you crying for me. I know two wrongs don't make a right, but revenge is sweet. So I'll tell you one more time before you move your feet. And I may be a country boy, but that's hard to be. I just had to see you crying for me. And I know two wrongs don't make a right, but revenge is sweet. So I'll tell you one more time before you move your feet. And I may be a country boy, I may be a country boy, I may be a country boy, but that's hard to be.
All right. Let me make sure everybody's turned up. I'm in a different setting than I usually am. Hey. Welcome to Keep Mania Live. Am I loud enough? I think I am. Okay. Welcome to the show. Tucker and Alec, right? Alec's the producer. Tucker is the musician, if you can't tell, with the guy with the guitar. I wanted to thank. See, I'm all out of sorts here because I'm usually. No, you're good. You're fine. I'm usually behind a desk, and like I usually have people on the screen and from other lines. Yeah. And but I don't. You're here, so that's good.
We're here.
But no, I had Trevor Cook on last week, Saturday. It was Saturday night. That's when it was. Saturday night. He's a musician out of Morgantown, and it was a lot of fun. We had a good time. He has a album release party on September 17th at the Art Bar, one of the art places.
Yeah, there's a lot of these places.
Yeah. So one of those places on September 17th. But if you can't go to his, we have kind of a dilemma because I'd like to go. I'd like to go see it. But my birthday's September 15th, and I'm having kind of a musical soiree at Music on Main down here in Bridgeport on the 17th. So I can't make it to Trevor's thing. So. But that's with Amplifiers and Haven State from Pittsburgh, and then Bo McMillian that co-hosts with me sometimes. He's gonna open the show, so you should come down or go to Trevor's show or come down and at I think doors are at 7, shows at 8.
I thought I had a show, but
It'll be good. It'll be a lot of fun. The bands are really good. Let me make sure everybody's
I
up.
think I'm at the Gold Rush that day.
That day? Well,
That night.
oh damn. Must be a day where like everybody's playing out or something.
It's a Saturday. Isn't it?
It is a Saturday, yeah. Alec, how you doing? You said you're the producer for Tucker, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you have a studio. Is your studio's what's your studio's name?
It doesn't have one yet.
No? That's a good name. No, I'm kidding.
It doesn't have one studios.
But where are you located?
I live in Morgantown, so
Okay.
I live right by the football stadium.
Ooh, awesome.
And I built. I definitely always like to upgrade. I think. Any,
Me too.
I think any mix engineer / producer would always want to upgrade.
Yeah.
But I've got. I started basic. I think one of the things I learned early on mixing was it's really more the engineer than it is the tools.
Yeah.
Like I record on a $400 vocal microphone, which is compared to what
I need something like that. This one's. I mean, I don't know. But
Well, yeah, it's just a nice little AKG mic, but if you know your craft, you know what you're doing.
now you have to be in like a vocal booth.
I have an ISO shield, and
Yeah.
I took the vocal mic.
I have
with me
I have one of
everywhere,
those somewhere. I had to.
And then
I thought I needed one, but I guess I don't.
No, I wouldn't say for, especially not for a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of white noise.
Well, I mean, it would take my face away anyway because I mean it attaches to the thing, and yeah, it's just a like a foam enclosure thing.
Yeah, it's literally what it's basically a semicircle.
Yeah, yeah,
it's
exactly.
Got the little, it's basically like
It's got those.
styrofoam
It's
is what
yeah.
it
It's
is,
like
yeah.
foam,
It's like
like the
foam.
foam that they put in
use
packages.
like,
and things.
pure metal patterns to like break up the sound waves, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Do you have them on the walls too?
yeah, I do. So
Should I
was
get
getting ready
that,
to
you
say,
think?
Yeah, I got, dude, I got.
They're panels, aren't they?
Yeah,
panels.
it was
yeah.
like on Amazon. It was like 50. It was like $12 for 50. So
See, I looked on Wish, and they're significantly cheaper.
really. Well,
No, well, I mean, it's Wish.
but
so.
yes, to answer your question,
And-
I did
and
also
it takes like 3
acoustically
months.
treat
Oops, sorry.
the room that we record in, at least a little bit. I think that's necessary. But
I think so.
that ISO shield, man, it really
It isolates.
wonders.
It isolates.
it.
Right.
Yeah, well, the back is reflective too, so it.
Yeah.
I mean, it. I think it says it'll.
Now, do you have one of those drum shield things, those drum screens for like drum sets? You know, it looks like a window. Churches
I
use them a
don't
lot.
we don't record live drums in my
What?
studio. No, we
What?
don't have the capacity for it. But our
There's always capacity.
Our other buddy, our other buddy / producer, he has a really nice Alessio electric kit.
I need to get one of those
Yeah.
things because we jam in here a lot, and you know, it's just the cymbals are overwhelming, and well, it's just overwhelming.
Well, the original plan was he was
But-
going to put actual cymbals on the electric kit and mic the cymbals.
I've seen people do that. Yeah.
But we were over at his studio last night, me and Tucker were, and listening to a mix he was working on. And they had a full drum track recorded on his electric kit, and I mean, it sounds gnarly. It sounds good. So, and he didn't use real cymbals. He put it's the electric sort
Electric.
of. You know,
See, I know they're kind of sensitive the way you like hit them and tap them and stuff, and I think I just want to go all out the whole time. Because when I play drums, I don't play quiet. I don't play with brushes. I don't even own brushes.
you know, it's
it's just
weird.
pointless, you know?
I was feeling them last night, but basically the head on the electric toms and snare. It's like a mesh that can sense where the stick is hitting, and it can tell.
And make a sound based
'Cause
on that.
I'm a classically trained percussionist. I learned drums.
I am not.
Yeah, I learned drums in orchestra and concert hall when I was.
I'm a like
wee
a
lad.
bedroom / living room trained drummer.
Yeah, well, that's how I am. I
Drummist.
I didn't pick up a guitar till years after I started learning music, which is interesting. But I mean, I could do rolls on it. Like it was weird. The way I
The response, the
the
stick
is
response
accurate.
would be.
If you feel it with your finger, you're like, "There's no way this is accurate." But when you play with the sticks, you can't tell the difference.
Did you try it, Tucker?
Nah, I've never.
No, he
Are
can't.
you a drummer?
No, he can't drum with shit. No.
Well, I mean, you can hit it though, right?
I guess.
You got arms.
I wouldn't know what it felt like.
When did you start playing guitar? I know you told me all this in your bio, but I just glance over that just so I know, and then I always ask for the show.
Probably about 10 years ago. I've been playing.
Put your kind of really make love to it. There you go.
Probably about 10 years
Perfect.
ago. I started when I was probably 11 or 12.
Turn you up some. There you go. Now you don't have to be
It's unclear. Unclear.
unclear.
a
Now
decade plus.
you come from a family of musicians.
Yes, absolutely. Like,
And you're a Marine.
well branching. I am
Kick my ass.
formerly. Not so much anymore. But, yeah, I was in the Marine Corps. Yeah, it's not even immediate family. Like, it's a.
Well, you said your
well
mom
branched.
your mom was a a singer, correct?
Yes,
Or
my
is
mom.
a singer
Yes.
still?
Well, she not so much public anymore, but
And
obviously,
she performed with the likes of Reba. Right?
yeah, I think
And
she did so many, man.
more than you can
she
name.
opened with.
That's
I
awesome.
remember. I think I was alive for some of them. I remember Joe Diffie.
Wow.
That was one. Sammy Kershaw. And
Now, would she like tour with them, or just kind of?
no, she was kind of. Well, she did her own little thing. She played some Vegas shows, Nashville and stuff. I think a lot of the big opening stuff was up in Wheeling at the.
At the island or whatever? Or no, don't they
I
have
don't
a
know the convention center or something? Or
yeah.
whatever it is up there.
Yeah, they have something up there.
And then bigger stuff like Jamboree in the Hills and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But
Have you been to Jamboree? I haven't either. I don't even think they do. They have it still?
They shut it down a couple
That's
years
in
ago.
Ohio, right? That's the one over in Ohio.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not like too far away or
No,
something.
it's
I don't know.
it's like I don't know, an hour from Wheeling.
I
so
do know that
probably 3 hours from
they
here.
put that big ass stage out in the middle of nowhere, don't they? Though.
Yeah.
It's like in a big.
But they quit doing it.
cornfield or something.
Hey, well, I think COVID year they quit, and I think they picked it back
Well,
up.
I guess. Yeah. That kind of shut everybody down.
Yeah.
Damn, COVID ruined everything.
It did. It ruined everything. But it
Everything fun.
created to keep many alive,
See that?
and that's still kind of going. Yeah.
But
yeah,
Netflix
2020.
has a much better catalog now because of COVID.
Netflix, yeah.
Everybody's staying home
I
and
just
streaming shit.
picked up Netflix again. Me and Mike did, and he watches it religiously. Don't you, Mike? I can't hear him because I have headphones on.
He said yeah.
Mike says yes.
Mike has a segment. Nobody's seen Mike on the show yet because I'm still trying to convince him that it's okay. He can co-host with me, or just do this little segment that he wants me to do. And I've added it. I've added to the show. And Mike he's a very good cook, but he's a hot dog person. He will drive miles to try someone's hot dog, or days, or he will travel for hot dogs. So the question is, what do you like on your hot dogs? I know where you guys are from, so I don't have to say, what do people like around in your area, but
I'm a straight chili guy.
straight chili.
Yeah, tell Mike to try hometown hot dogs in
He probably has.
kind of like Starter City, or like Westover maybe.
Have you see? We can't ask him because he's not on the show.
I bet he's had it.
He probably has. Yeah, you would
Best
think.
damn hot dogs I've ever had.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big hot dog guy. I don't particularly.
Well, see, Trevor was a social hot dog guy. Like he doesn't eat hot dogs alone. Like if he's at a cookout and that's all they offer, he'll eat a hot dog.
well,
I'm like a Saturday morning hungover. I'll
the
drive
best.
to hometown and just slam like
Yeah.
5 glizzies
Yes.
of chili.
Glizzies.
I'll eat them. I have to load them down. I can't because there's just not enough
So
quality taste.
The
of a
bun's
hot dog.
soggy
I use that cup
for you,
holder
then,
now.
like everything.
Sure, yeah.
Whatever's offered, you'll have.
Well, no, not necessarily.
Like
but
you like the
not
runny.
onions.
I call it
can't do
runny
onions.
cheese. You like the runny cheese?
Sure, but mostly the chili sauce, and then hell, I even throw coleslaw on it sometimes.
What about relish? I know there's some relish people.
Never had relish.
I don't think it's the. Is it? No, it's sauerkraut that I'm thinking of. Sauerkraut. Sauerkraut's just nasty all the way around. I mean, why put it on a hot dog?
Yeah,
Why
it's
ruin a hot dog with sauerkraut?
But I also don't like what's the other one like that? Coleslaw. I don't like coleslaw.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, hey, Mike, do they put coleslaw on hot dogs?
Yeah.
He's not listening. See,
I don't know, but
see,
I just know that
this,
they kind of look the same.
this is the part where Mike needs to be
Coleslaw
here,
and-
and that way he can have this conversation.
Hey, you ever go to Permani's? I don't like.
Well,
It's all right.
yeah,
You
yeah.
get like a Permani sandwich or like.
I haven't
taste
had
the
any around
coleslaw.
here. Like there's one in Clarksburg, and I haven't. But I went to a hockey game, a Penguins game. Actually, I call it a Red Wings game because I'm a Red Wings fan.
That was like an OG.
And Red Wings
Permani's.
won. It was an exhibition. But I had Permani Brothers for the first time there at the arena, and it was fantastic.
I bet it was in Pittsburgh.
What?
I bet it was. In
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
yeah. I don't think
They're
it would be.
Pittsburgh Enterprise. That's where they're from.
Yeah, but I don't know. I haven't been to the one here. I hear it's okay, but I don't know.
I wasn't too impressed with it. It's like.
Do they have one in Morgantown?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
they?
it's really like it's like a lot of effort in the sandwiches, but not a lot of. There's just not a lot of flavor there.
So you've had it in Pittsburgh then?
No, not in Pittsburgh.
Oh.
I'm talking about in Morgantown
Okay.
and Clarksburg. It's just like a.
Yeah, I don't. I've heard people say that people have had it in Pittsburgh that it's not the same, and it wouldn't be the same. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
You would they probably put more love into it in Pittsburgh because there's
It's not
people
so
from
much-
Pittsburgh that work there and all that stuff.
Probably not so much a chain as it
Yeah.
is in other places.
What's your favorite food? Since hot dogs isn't it? What's your favorite food? Like plate of food?
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm a whatever grandma's cooking type of guy.
Oh, so you don't cook?
Oh yeah, I'll cook, but I mean,
The Marines didn't teach you to cook.
you ain't even allowed to cook.
Well, that's true.
It's like a dorm room.
What's the worst you ever had when you were in the Marines to eat? Were you out in the
worse.
woods? Were you in the Marines too?
I was in the Army. I was not in the Marines.
So, but it's the same kind of thing, though.
It's,
I mean,
MREs can get pretty,
yeah. You would think that
grody.
they would be okay, though. I mean,
some of them are good actually.
No, they're not.
I always
That's the
think of
reserve
like,
that's saying that.
I always
Yeah,
think
I
of
was in the
like
reserves.
space.
I only had to
food.
eat them so
I always
often.
think, you know, like space food. You go to the science center and get like the space ice cream and stuff. That's like freeze dried ice cream. That's good.
Well,
But I can't imagine what like
It's not that it's
They
so
give
much,
you name brand
It's
candies.
not so much that it tastes bad.
Sometimes you'll get, I
It's
swear to
that-
God,
like
you'll
Reese's
get
Pieces,
Reese's Pieces, Skittles. You ever get one with Skittles?
Skittles.
Oh yeah.
And they're probably are they like stale?
Well,
No,
They taste stale.
yes.
I will say that
Yes.
the main course. I don't know about you. The main course is always just fucking nasty, right?
I mean, like okay,
Like,
like
it would be
like
like-
meatloaf.
it would be like ravioli or something. I would just literally give that to someone and just eat like
Well,
the
an
bread.
MRE, you know, you're not.
The
is
bread white leaf cake is what they
Is
call
it-
it. or-
Is it cook like? I mean, can you cook it like over a fire?
Warm it
Some
up.
of the no, they give you a little bag and there's a
Because it's just stuff to eat in the
there's
woods,
a
right?
chemical in there.
It's-
You pour water in it,
it's,
it boils it.
It's literally just like it's like canned food type of stuff. It's like canned food, like you'll get like you said, raviolis in a pouch or like a like crackers. Like
But
stuff
it's
like
it's
that.
made to where like if you don't have a fire or something and you're out
Yeah,
in the middle of
you can
nowhere
eat
by
it.
yourself, you can open it up and just eat it.
I've never warmed one up in my life. There's a heater that comes in, you warm it up.
Oh, there's a heater that comes with it,
Yeah, it's just like.
or are you always
wa-
with a heater?
No, it's just like in. There's like a little. You
Is it
pour
like
water
the
in
like the hand warmers that you break it and
It's
it?
same chemical compound.
type of thing?
That's how they heat it.
But you just put
Pretty
it,
sure.
just put it on the bag and then it warms up and then. But
Yeah, it's
ain't
still
no
not the
time for
same.
that.
What about salt and pepper? Is there little packets in there?
Yeah, there's a little of that.
Really? I was just kind of making
There's
that
like
up.
drink mix and stuff. There's like little napkins and stuff.
That's crazy.
Stuff you need. But,
So not a big fan of those, are you? No.
I've eaten thousands.
Thousands. And so, is it like in a course? Like you know, you have your salad first, and then you have your entree, and then your dessert.
I
No?
mean, well,
I guess if you're out in the
there's
middle of the woods
kinda-
and you're starving, you're not looking for a 3-course meal.
there
right?
is kind of there's a dessert normally, a dessert, so like a candy or like a cookie or something.
Oh.
And then there's like normally a cracker.
It's probably
with like,
packed with protein, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crackers with like cheese spread or something. Then there's the main meal, which will be like a.
Is it like a handy snack? You know, remember the cheese and crackers with the little knife that you
Without the knife. Yeah, same
use your
type of cheese
finger.
and crackers.
Use your finger, right?
You can
That's funny.
Squirt it out.
Squirt it.
And you got a spoon, so
Did they have hot dogs as an MRE?
no, it's all.
Well, yeah, I guess because the bread, right? The bread.
Sometimes you got the occasional Pop Tart. It was pretty.
But it
little
was like
treat.
government Pop Tart, right?
I think they were all name brand. They were just repackaged, except for the Reese's Pieces, would obviously still be in like a Reese's
Yeah.
Pieces bag.
So like Halloween candy size.
Yeah.
That's funny. Hey, you want to play a song for us? Do you want to get one going? Let's Tucker has a single out called Wrist Tattoo, and
Yeah, we'll do that one.
and everybody knows on the show. I don't normally listen to country, but it's like old country I'll listen to, and if it's from West Virginia, I'll listen to it. Anything from West Virginia, I'll listen to. But Tucker's music is very it's very catchy, very catchy. I like it. But you don't have to play it first if you don't want to. You can if you want.
No, we'll do it first.
Okay.
It's the only song I know.
Yeah, okay. Tucker also does the open mic up at Classics in Saberton, which is Morgantown, pretty much. And that's where I met him. But yeah, go
Should I
ahead.
make his guitar for you?
Yeah, actually, it's plugged in. Yeah.
Oh, it's plugged in?
Yeah, we're
okay.
we're all mic'd up here. So yeah,
All right.
here's Wrist Tattoo.
New single. Check her out. The way I'm looking out this window pane reminds me of a thin line between loving and insane. And all the leaves that hug the road remind me of the sweetest hugs a man has ever known. Lord, I was born to run away, but I've never been so scared that I was really gonna stay. She feels like life and she feels like home. She feels like I don't have a single reason left to roam. And it's good enough for me if I'm good enough for paint the mailbox too, and put me in your wrist tattoo. Sleeping until 6 a.m. That's her kind of day. She's like sleeping with the wind. But I don't cry, no, I don't complain. Her phone calls in the evening on makes my whole day. And it's good enough for me if I'm good enough for you. Dreaming's just a thing that I do. Paint the picket fence and paint the mailbox too, and put me in your wrist tattoo. Blonde and blue and cowboy jeans. My heart beats red, she'll wake the dead. Lord, her soul's green. But still I wonder, what a shame that I lived 20 years where I didn't know her name. And it's good enough for me if I'm good enough for you. I guess that I've been dreaming about you. Paint the picket fence and paint the mailbox too, and put me in your wrist tattoo. Put me in your wrist tattoo.
That's excellent.
Thank you, sir.
That sounded just like the CD, just like it.
That's the goal.
Right on. Well, a little bit better because it's right here, you know.
Appreciate it.
But it still sounds good.
Ouch, it hurts.
I didn't know that you had one anything out, but until I just kind of found it.
As of 5 days ago.
Is that how soon? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we had most of it done within like 3 hours. And then he
Took
was
us a couple months.
yeah
Do you have more coming
We just,
Oh, yeah.
Is there more
We're about to get in
do an
there.
album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on a whole album, or is it an EP? A lot of bands and artists do EPs now, and I don't know why. Like especially some that have been out for a while and they've done albums, and now they're just on an EP, and it's like why?
Well, there's a lot of research that suggests like the attention. I mean, you could look around and see it, but the attention span of the average listener has gone down because there's, especially in the streaming age. I mean, there's so much to grab your attention when you go on Apple Music or Spotify. It's not like the old days where you got a Leonard Skinner EP and it was fucking 2.5 hours long. And you just threw it out. It
or
was
like Pink Floyd or something. Yeah,
you know what I mean. People they want to listen to 6 songs and get out in a lot of ways. I'm still a proponent of full length albums. I think 10 to 12 songs is good.
So what you're saying, so like kind of full lengths are just kind of not the trend right now, or is it not? Is it kind of going away from that? Is that what you're saying, or
no?
like industry wise?
If you're anybody, you're still doing full albums, right? Like it's not. EPs are an easier way to grab people's attention when nobody knows
when you're new.
Who the hell you are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so. you if you look at, well, specifically in country music, if you look at the biggest, let's say, mainstream country artist in the world right now, it's probably Morgan Wallen, if you're familiar with him.
I'm familiar, yes.
He just released his last album was a double album with like 30 songs on it.
Wow.
And it's broke every streaming record.
He probably
you
knows
can
that people are going to listen to all 30 songs.
Yeah.
And
then
songs.
you take, say, the biggest independent country artist right now, which is probably Zach Bryan, and he just released a double album, which is about 2 hours long. So I don't know. Maybe
I guess point being, I mean, both of those guys are immensely talented, and I listened to both of them, and like Zach Bryan's new double album. Was it a double album he did?
Yeah.
I've listened to 5 or 6 songs, and like I'll probably listen to a couple more, but I really like 5 or 6 songs.
Is there anything special about the double album? Like, is it a live album, or is there like hidden
it's
tracks?
Just lots of originals.
Songs.
Yeah, a lot of originals.
I don't think the trouble is so much the length of it. I think, well, I guess for some people it's you don't want to sit and listen to the same artist for 2 hours, but
yeah,
also,
unless you're like a huge super fan, I guess,
but
right?
also just an artist in general.
Yeah.
How many people are going to put together 2 hours worth of songs that don't start to get monotonous or something?
Yeah, that's true.
At least in the same, you're in the same studio, same time frame, same state of mind when you're recording them. They're
Yeah,
probably
and
gonna sound
you would think
similar.
that those the bigger artists, they have they probably have their own studio in their mansion, or on the road with them, where their money's not a problem for them, so they pretty much just go and just do whatever they want. And they probably had these recordings for a good while, and they just said, let's just release them all at once.
Together, yeah.
But yeah, I can see what you're saying about an EP. When I do clips for the show, Instagram, I'll give you 15 seconds on your story, max. And sometimes I'll have more material than 15 seconds, and I'll just have to do a post. But yeah, I mean, when I'm scrolling through there myself, through the story feed, that's pretty much all the attention span people have for anything, and it kind of sucks, but people have other things to do, and if you can grab them for that 15 seconds to get them to listen, maybe they'll go back and listen again, and maybe they'll go listen to a full song. So yeah, I can kind of see what you're saying about doing an EP, especially when you're not well known yet, just to kind of grab that attention.
Yeah.
So another kind of building on that, like another interesting thing about the streaming age that we currently live in is wasn't until the streaming age that one artist's success mathematically means less success for another artist, right? So
right,
to explain that like more economically, back in the old days, when everybody had to go to the mall or
FYE.
Yeah, FYE. Had to go buy
Or
CDs.
It was Camelot before that.
Yeah, Circuit
Camelot.
City didn't matter. Back in the
Circuit
day
City.
when rest in peace, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Back in the day, you had to go buy CDs, right? And,
I think you still can, though. Can you still?
Can, but what
I
I'm
think
saying
Best
is,
Buy has a whole section
when
still,
that's
and it's
what
like,
you
why?
had to do. The point is, when
Yeah,
that's what
you had to do
do
that to get your music.
It didn't
Yeah.
matter if like, okay, say we just put out an album. Well, if this guy went to the store and bought Morgan Wallen's new album, that didn't mean anything for us. He could still also buy our album.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
because just the mathematical nature of the streaming world, it's time based, right? Everything your currency is now time, right? So any
Yeah.
time spent streaming another song is less time they have to stream your song, right?
Now, is it
So
still
it's more competitive? In
Is
any
it
way.
cheaper though, where you don't have to make physical copies necessarily
True,
anymore?
yeah,
You don't
and
even
it's more
have to.
accessible. It's
So
more
it's cheaper,
accessible.
so you don't have to put out the money to get
Yeah.
those things made physically, but you still want to have them out. A lot of bands do like cassettes and vinyls and things.
Yeah, vinyl.
I'm a
where-
big vinyl guy. Yeah.
And that's where a lot of money is, I guess. Like income. If you'd sell a lot of vinyls, but it's very cheap for us to get as a listener to get like your stuff on a streaming service than it would be for us to go to the mall and pay $15 for a CD.
It's like anything, right? It's a double-edged sword.
It is, yeah. So I mean, it's
Pros and
you don't have to
cons.
put the money out to make a bunch of CDs, but you probably still want to, because you still want to have that. And some people do want physical copies.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
there's several people.
I'm a
with physical
vinyl
copies.
guy, but I think it's not obviously the audio experience in terms of at least in terms of sonic detail and sonic clarity.
Yeah.
Like Apple is lossless now, right? Unlike
Yeah.
Spotify, which
Yeah, and I
is
still don't understand what that
Spotify's
means.
super.
But,
It's basically when you listen to like Wrist Tattoo on Apple, you're essentially hearing what I heard in my studio when I bounced the final master, right? It's basically what you're hearing more or less.
Yeah.
They have a really good.
So what were they doing?
lossless
What was it
codec.
before then? Before it was lossless.
It was about where Spotify is, so it's super compressed. You listen to the same song
Oh,
on
I see.
Spotify. Sonically, it's nowhere near as good.
So do you think everybody will go to that lossless at
Well,
some point?
it's funny. Spotify announced it they announced it as like a $10 upgrade, I think. So it's gonna be like a $20 plan or something. They announced it like over a year.
They always
ago.
want more money.
Yeah, and then it was like probably I forget how long, but it was only a couple of months after they announced that Amazon both announced this for no additional fee, and so Spotify was like, "Well, shit."
Yeah, I
rethink this.
I do
strategy.
Apple, so I
Yeah,
when I
same.
saw that on
I
there,
mean,
I
have
was
both,
like,
but yeah.
lossless. Is that so? I'm never gonna lose it. I mean, that's what I mean, because I'm just a typical person, but.
It means the data is lost. You don't lose any detail.
The stream was catchy, and I know why, but I have the door open, so it should be fine. Now my router is in there, and I have an extender in here, and I forgot to switch it, but it might be okay. We might be all right. Mike, he's in there on the couch, but he said coleslaw is good once in a while, along with sauerkraut. But he said at Permane Brothers, you have to request grilled bread on your sandwich.
Huh?
It should be only grilled bread only, right?
Grilled bread?
Grilled bread.
Oh, I think you said real bread. I was like,
No, yeah,
what would they be
what-
put? What are they putting on there?
MRE bread? I don't know.
Hey, I'm not opposed,
You
like I
have to
said.
request grilled bread. That's a bunch of crap. It should be. I mean, if it's a grilled sandwich, it should be a thing. You just grilled bread.
Yeah.
You would think. Man, I didn't know that. So if you don't request it, they just give you soft bread. That's kind of crappy. Wonder if they upcharge for it to be grilled.
Probably.
Probably. Everybody
Dollars.
needs money.
What's this
More
dollar
money.
for?
More money. More money.
Oh,
More
it's
money.
the-
Right.
It's the grilling fee.
Where's your favorite place to go out to eat? Not Permane Brothers, I assume.
In Morgantown?
I'm never gonna get sponsored by Permane Brothers. I can already see it.
Yeah.
But that was good. We just plugged him like 17 times. So I mean,
Dude, me and him go to Texas Roadhouse all the time.
There ain't no me and him go to Texas Roadhouse all the time. There's- he wants to go to Texas Roadhouse all the time.
I drag him with
cinnamon
me.
butter
Yeah.
is where it's at.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is.
Cinnamon butter.
I need lean
And
cuts, man.
the green beans.
Oh, the green beans.
You say you need lean cuts.
I need lean cuts, man. Lean cuts.
Lean cuts. Yeah, the green beans at Texas Roadhouse.
I like Olive Areas.
Sure.
That's in Morgantown, bar none, my favorite restaurant. Olive Areas.
Of
Shout
all,
out, please sponsor us.
of all time. Like of all.
Of all of Morgantown, yes.
Really?
Of all of Morgantown, Olive
There's a
Areas.
lot in Morgantown to
I'm
be
half
had.
I'm half like Sicilian.
Especially non-chain.
Calabrese, so-
Non-chain.
I like Italian. I grew up on Italian food. So
I see. So you're from Independence.
Preston County.
Independence in Preston County.
Probably a couple.
The only place I know in Preston County is Kingwood, and that's probably what everybody knows.
Or Bruce.
Is Independence is it a little town like Kingwood,
It's
or
not really a town. It's just a.
so it's unincorporated?
My
Is it
address
what they call it?
was
Unincorporated?
Independence. It's somewhere between.
Do you have a stoplight?
No, it's not. It's not a town. It's
So you blink, you miss it, kind of place.
I mean,
like many places in Preston.
Is there cell service?
yeah. It was just literally. It's just.
Is
not
there
a town.
internet?
There's just an ad. Like the address is just Independent. It's like.
I see.
It's
I've heard of it. I have. I just didn't know where
There's
it was.
You're probably never been to Reedsville.
Yeah.
Reedsville is on the way to Kingwood. Reedsville.
Can
is
you get to
where the-
Kaiser that way too?
Kaiser?
Or no, that's more south, isn't it?
I mean, it's
Not
out
very
east
good.
of Japan.
As soon as I start going east, I start like it's like going into a twilight zone. I just kind of like lose all sense of direction and stuff.
You take I-68 east through Preston County to get there. I do know
You go to
that.
Kaiser?
Yeah, but
Pretty
then
sure.
I
That's
always
one
end
of
up
the
I always
ways.
end up in Maryland when I go that way though.
Yeah, well. Preston
But
County's a
when you're in
huge
Cumberland,
county.
you can go south
Yeah.
and you're in West Virginia again.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
but Preston County's a huge county, so there's a
It is. Yeah, it is.
lot
a big
of ways. It's like top 10.
Yeah, I did.
county, think.
The people that watch the show all the time. I don't want to say my viewers, but people that watch the show every once in a while, they know that I'm big on Google Earth. I do that Google Earth thing. I'm fascinated by it.
Ever check out the street views where you can like.
Yeah, all the time.
Cool,
yeah,
man.
I'm just all over the place with that. See, last night I was in Amarillo, Texas, looking around. But no, like I did go into Preston County, and there's what was the festival that was there? It
Buckwheat
actually,
Festival.
huh?
The Buckwheat Festival.
No. It was like the Marvin's Mountaintop
Oh,
is
that-
what I found.
yeah,
It wasn't. I don't know if it was Preston County, but
Yeah,
I
it's
was
in
looking
Mason County.
somewhere over that way, and I saw Marvin's Mountaintop. I'm like, oh, that's where it's at.
Yeah, Mason Town.
They have festivals up there.
What's wrong with middle school? Mason Town.
In Marvin's Mountaintop? Yeah, Masontown. That's right, Masontown. That's because that's on the way. It's like out of Morgantown, and
Yeah,
that's
right. Yeah,
their
it's like
first
the-
stop out of Morgantown, pretty much, right? Yeah.
About 7 up. Past 7.
Isn't that the closest town on Route 7?
There was there were a couple ladies outside when I was up at Classics. They were sitting outside, and one of the ladies lived in Masontown. I was like, I know where that's at because when I was looking up Classics, it's kind of I don't know how I didn't know where Classics was because it's been there for like eons, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But I did try every door before I went upstairs.
This guy went there for weeks. went to the wrong door every time.
Every time.
It wasn't the wrong door. It was a valid door to go in.
Well, I mean, they're all doors.
Yeah.
And and they're all on the bottom floor. You would think that one of them would open to go upstairs. But I didn't go through the kitchen. I could definitely tell that was the kitchen door. I didn't do that.
Well, I do now.
But
Now
didn't
I
you
get
say
it.
that people go through there to go upstairs? Or how did they get upstairs from where you were
From the
saying?
bottom?
Yeah, remember when I walked in and I first met you, you said sometimes people go in that way.
Oh,
And you,
yeah. By people, I meant him.
Yeah,
Oh, is that
people.
through the kitchen?
I'm people. Yeah.
I don't know, but
You don't know where it goes?
it's good. They're somewhere downstairs.
I want to go through that way
Steps.
tomorrow.
Just walk in the bottom. And they'll
Did you
point
put me down for 10?
Yep.
Do you have anybody new tomorrow?
You?
Well, no, I'm not new. I'm a veteran now.
We did it before.
I did
My
one
buddy, my
2
buddy
weeks ago.
is this is only his second time doing it. It'd be new for you.
Up to the microphone.
My buddy.
There you go. There you go. You got to let the people hear you. They
But,
want to hear you.
He's been there. He's been there once. He'll be there the second time. Him and
Yeah.
you met Branson, right? The sound man kind of guy.
Yeah, I did.
He those two are playing together. This
He's
Saturday.
wild. He told me some stories outside. We were
Yeah.
chatting with some other people out there, and something about snowshoe. There was a story about snowshoe. I don't know if you were with him or not.
Oh, I figure.
And some some just basic Morgantown drunk stories,
Yeah.
which I can relate to.
Hi,
Hi, Mom.
They're playing this weekend at Smokin' Jack's in Reedsville. I don't know if
He
you've
plays in
been
a
there.
he plays in a band too.
They don't do a band, but they're like an acoustic duo.
Duo?
little thing. They just play.
Is that the guy that was playing there last week?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
call him
yeah.
Rooster. His name is Colton Bollard, but
Rooster.
him and
Older
Branson
Rooster.
play together. They're called Clay Justice.
Yeah, it was something where somebody got drunk or something, or maybe it was him and just couldn't play, or I don't know what it was. There was a car involved. There wasn't an accident or anything, but it was just like up and around the mountains of snowshoe and stuff. I don't know. We'll have him tell us the story on the microphone tomorrow night for open
Yeah,
mic.
there you go.
Yeah, tell us that story for 10 minutes and then play.
He'll do it.
But yeah, Classics in Saberton is the place to see Tucker and some other amateurs.
Oh yeah,
Some amateurs.
everyone.
And Tucker headlines every time. Once you go and do another song, do you have
Alright.
one in you? Are you gonna do any songs that are gonna be released soon? Are you gonna?
Yeah,
Are you gonna?
I think I'm gonna do all songs off what we're gonna put on the album.
I think you should definitely.
This one may be our next single, pending, but
When do you anticipate the next one to be released?
sometime in what do you say, September maybe, probably late September.
Next single or the album?
Just
Single.
the next.
Um,
Yeah, the next release.
September.
We're going next.
What about the? You said it's going to be an EP first, right?
No.
No.
Oh,
album.
you're gonna do the whole
I
thing.
don't
Okay.
know why he went down that rabbit hole.
No.
That
Well,
was
we
all
were
I
just
didn't
we
go
were
down the
talking back
rabbit-
and forth about it.
We're
Yeah.
gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm a guy. I'm an album guy.
Yeah.
So I think we're
It
gonna
makes more
do-
sense, really. I mean, you know.
Tucker's such a good writer that we've got about 20 songs that are pretty damn good. It's even from those 20, it's gonna be hard to narrow down to 12, I think. But we want to do a 12-song album.
I meant to ask you: is wrist tattoo about a specific female or male? I can't be biased here, but
No, there's a specific female who thinks she is the muse
yeah.
for it.
Don't you hate that?
Maybe a little
Yeah.
bit. I'll say I've
That was
pulled-
written for me, wasn't it? You know, is that what she said?
something along those lines. I pulled a little inspiration, but
Yeah.
maybe it's about a woman that doesn't exist.
Yeah, and you can't write that specific anyway because then how's anybody going to relate to it?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
pretty good song. What's this one called?
Let's do this one
Tina, I hate you.
called- this
I was
this
going
ain't,
to say, wait, that one's on there? No.
That one's very specific.
Tina.
You just said.
this ain't love.
This ain't love. All right.
Well, this ain't love. This is just getting by. You don't need no man, and I ain't no romantic guy. There just ain't no fire, and there ain't no flame, and this ain't love. 'Cause love is a game. Don't know if you know, but I've seen you around, and I heard you've been known to shoot 'em all
on down. But I ain't looking for that. No, honey, don't you fear. That ain't why I'm here. Let me buy you a beer. 'Cause this ain't love. This is just getting by. You don't need no man. And I ain't no romantic guy. There just ain't no fire. And there ain't no flame. 'Cause this ain't love. 'Cause love is game. Sure, I'd like to dance. Oh, this is your favorite song. You know I'd give you a chance. But baby, the timing is just so wrong. I just need tonight. Nothing more, nothing less. And the way you're holding me, girl, you passed the test. But this ain't love. This is just a getting by. And you don't need no man. And I ain't no romantic guy. There just ain't no fire. And there ain't no flame. 'Cause this ain't love. 'Cause love is a game. And if you're gonna kiss me, then baby, don't you stop. And you got me wondering what it is I really want. And if I drive you home, don't you say a word to me. 'Cause honey, if you do, then I might think it's meant to be. Waking next to you, something I never thought I'd do. My drunken truthful words are on my sober mind. But if you up and asked me what I thought about last night, I'd be honest with you, baby. I'd have to tell a lie. 'Cause this ain't love. This is just getting by. You don't need no man. And I ain't no romantic guy. There just ain't no fire. Oh, and there ain't no flame. 'Cause this ain't love. 'Cause love is a game. No, this ain't love. Oh, love is just a game.
That's freaking excellent. Are you a single guy? Because you're not going to be for very long.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's great. Great lyrics.
Appreciate it.
Now you play out quite a bit. I noticed you play at Whitefront. You play at some other places. You take a full band with you. I noticed there was a drummer in the picture that you sent me.
Yep.
Are they going to be on the album also? Is there some
some
songs with some full kit?
Oh,
or
there's
full
gonna be
stuff?
the whole, I imagine Wrist Tattoo is probably going to be the lowest number of instrumentation on the album. So they'll probably, I mean, we'll see what the song feels, but
Is Alec going to play on some of them? All of them?
I don't know yet. Maybe a little bit. But
Because Alec plays also.
I mean,
When I came into Classics that night to play, I believe you were playing.
Yeah, I'll try.
yeah, he's got his own thing going on.
Do you do some you do solo work also?
Well, I have a folk rock band that we just started.
Come on the show. Let's do the show. Bring him down.
I'm down. But no, that's. I mean, I can session anything he wants, but I mean, this guy can pick circles around me, so I don't know if he'll need.
Before he started, you were saying, he writes really, really well. My goodness, those lyrics are just, I mean, yeah. None of it's she stole my tractor. None of it's she stole my truck. None of it's like it's pure.
Yeah.
It's pure stuff, and it's very meaningful, and it brings a tear to your eye sometimes, But no, I mean, I'm just kidding. But it's just It's Casanova type work is what it is.
Dude, he wasn't even exaggerating when he's talking about the instrumentation arrangement on Wrist Tattoo was it's basically this D18, 2 Stratocasters and
vocals.
Yeah, no, but we didn't even put a bass on it.
Yeah.
I sang the harmony.
Yeah,
Nice.
we did.
Yeah.
He did the harmonies as well.
Were you in the isolation booth?
Oh yeah, for vocals. For vocals, he was. Yeah. But actually, I actually do use that same ISO shield for stereo miking acoustic instruments.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I do like an XY pattern, which is like a 90-degree setup. It's what I like the best. But they fit inside that ISO shield, so basically, I use that ISO shield for everything. I mean, it can that ISO shield.
So it's probably bigger than what I think mine's in the closet. That's why I keep looking over there. But it's like just one of these little things that goes around the microphone. It's probably way bigger than that.
It would probably
Like-
I don't know if they can really judge this on the camera, but from like here to here, it's probably.
So you can
it's pretty
actually
big.
sit in it then.
No, but you can sit the mics in comfortably.
I see,
and
yeah.
just play in front of it.
Right.
And I think that that probably makes up for tens of thousands of dollars, and maybe not. Or that might be an exaggeration, but it makes up for thousands of dollars in acoustic treatment, right?
Yeah.
Like if it's not practical, like I bought a nice townhouse. I don't want to.
Right.
just
Well,
flood it with,
it makes the sound it sounds studio
exactly
quality worthy.
All you're doing is just that ISO shield just works to
Instead of just playing in a room.
it minimizes the natural reverb of the
Right.
space that you're recording in. Yes, which is what you want.
I learned that when I bought this
yeah.
microphone too. It's because I think I used the one that you're holding.
Yeah.
And then I've used that one very first, and it makes your voice sound so different on a stream, or a recording.
It does. Yeah.
You
Yeah. Well, yeah. You don't want. You really don't want a lot of natural reverb in your
Right.
recording space because you add reverb in your DAW.
Then you got to call it live at that
Yeah.
point. Then it's a live.
Yeah,
thing.
and then you get a lot of you can get artifacts like what they call reverb artifacts if there's too much like natural reverb.
like the air conditioning unit.
Yeah. Like even not even that, but if we just sang here, there's enough echo that once I reverb it.
That's true. Yeah.
In Pro Tools, for example,
Mhm.
You get a lot of artifacts. You don't want that.
Yeah.
But,
I know nothing about recording or when I do electronic music. I don't know if you checked anything out on I put my stuff up on SoundCloud, but I just use three. There's 2 over there and there's 1 here that I use, and I just run an iRig, which people use for like guitar. I run an iRig directly into my Mac and record it through voice memos.
that's cool.
And it's just easy for me, it's free,
That's
go listen,
Voice memos are probably the most used songwriting tool
It's so
around the
easy.
world. It's
so easy.
Post Malone's new album. He's got a song. It's
Not
you could
Post
tell.
Malone doesn't do that.
Swear to God.
What?
It was just one random song on his new album. It's called, and it's like in Apple's like default format. That's how you.
I see. Yeah.
It's like new recording number August 28th or something.
Yeah.
And it's basically his voice memo, and he puts the phone down. And Post Malone's a good guitarist. I mean, he just played live with Billy Strings. Actually.
He's good at what he does.
Very
and
multi-talented. But you can tell Post Malone just puts his phone down and starts playing. It's kind of cool. So. But
Yeah,
I do that too. I write with voice memos sometimes.
Yeah, of course it does have a kind of like this. You don't have cans on, but like I can hear the air conditioning unit. Of course, you can't hear it on the stream, but that's kind of what it sounds like on the recording when you go through voice memos with anything. I don't know whether it's the line or what. That's probably what it is. It's not quality, And I am going to be getting a multi-tracker here pretty soon, which will eliminate that hopefully. But see, that'll be a whole new thing for me to learn. Also, this whole production, the show production is just a learning thing constantly. You know, I'm constantly trying to upgrade stuff, and you know, anyway. But so September 27th, you said it comes out, right? No, I'm kidding. I'm just making up stuff at this point.
Write it down.
27th.
What do you have coming up show-wise, or other than classics? I know you're there every Wednesday, correct?
This Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, this Friday.
This Friday.
Me and the band will be at Magic's in Fairmont.
Okay, that's right up the road from
yeah,
here.
9 to 12, and then
I might come up for that.
let's see. Next
That's full band,
yeah,
right?
Oh, full.
Yeah,
wow.
you'll
Who else is?
You'll want to see them. They're good.
Who else is in the band with you? I mean, who is in the band?
We got my dad plays the other guitar.
Yeah, your dad's also a musician.
Yeah,
so
my
yeah.
dad's dual guitar, I guess. Got a fella named John Martin. He comes from Maryland. He's a bass player. He's played with I can't remember their name. Storm Creek Rising or something. You might have heard them. They played. They used to play a lot back when Schmitz was big and
Okay,
places
yeah.
like that. It's kind of a drummer of the week club at the moment.
Yeah.
So we're still figuring that out. Steel guitar, Chuck Westfall.
I like steel guitars. It's
That pedal steel
totally
guy
different.
sounds
Totally
nice.
different. Yeah.
My buddy Graham Sterling is a keyboard player. We got,
Yeah.
so we'll
Cool.
have
He's
six-
actually also our keyboard.
West-
player.
West
How
six
many
of
people
us.
sing with you,
Uh,
or do you ask
at
them not
least
to?
2-part harmony on a lot of songs, sometimes 3.
Does your dad join you on
He,
those?
he sings harmony
Yeah.
mostly.
Do you guys sound?
Sometimes
Do you
John
sound similar, singing wise?
No,
No?
not at all.
Really?
Um,
You would think you know father son would sound close.
no, we really
to
don't
that.
sound like it. Oh, he's not. He's never really tried to be a lead singer. He's
Yeah.
a good singer, but he's not. He's a really good harmony singer, is what he is.
Yeah.
So
And that's tough. You know, that's tough to that's a tough role to have is
Yeah.
to harmonize
I
with
think he
somebody.
likes it. So.
Yeah.
They sent his dad he'll find it live just right away. He'll find the harmony and they'll just
Now-
mesh together.
Now, Tucker, do you like the having a band with you, or would you much rather go play a show just you?
No, I'd rather have the band and
Yeah.
rock it out, and especially when I got like what I got right now with the Don't get me wrong, live music is live music, but I don't really have any interest in the old 4-piece guitar, 2 guitars, bass and a drum
Yeah.
anymore. Like I mean, it's just for the kind of music I'm playing. It's just there's not enough texture to it. It's just.
Now, do you do other okay? So at Magic's on Friday, do you do other genres other than country? Just for when you play out at places like that people sometimes want to hear something else, or you try to stick with the genre?
Yeah, but I think I've said this before. I think no matter what I sing, it's gonna sound like country, and no matter what I play,
Yeah,
it's
just
gonna
because that's what you do. Yeah.
and it's gonna. So we'll play. Sometimes we'll whip out like Johnny Be Good or something, and it just naturally it'll take
A country
more of
version, yeah.
honky tonk type of sound.
That's worth
or-
going to see though.
But we play. I mean, a couple like some southern rock is in there, like some Skinner or Tom Petty type stuff.
Which to
Freebird?
be fair is country
Freebird?
adjacent.
I'm sure you have
I've
the
played
one
Freebird,
person.
but not anytime recently.
Yeah, it's
I've
just-
played it before, but
See, do you typically do covers that other bands of the area wouldn't do?
I tried
Yeah.
like hell to do it. That's I'm one of those guys, man. I play the same set list twice, and I'm sick of it. And,
Yeah.
And I'm constantly trying to add new stuff or add my songs and stuff. So I'm almost kind of a nag about it. Like, oh, sorry guys, we just got this song down.
Yeah, we're not ready to
Trashing
play it
it.
yet. Yeah, or
Um,
something. Yeah, I used to play when I would go to open mics because that's pretty much what I do. If I'm going to play out, I would play covers. I did '90s covers, but I would do the '90s covers that other people wouldn't do, like the one hit wonders and stuff like. But the other one hit wonders that people didn't remember, And I just quit doing that. I was just like, I'm just gonna play my own stuff, and I had to start writing again to do that. But the pandemic did that, just gave everybody plenty of time to write stuff. But
Oh, yeah.
but I mean, I'll throw a cover in there, like Pumpkins. I'll do a Smashing Pumpkins song. I did what was it? I don't remember. It's not all about me. But anyway, what I want to go ahead and say what's coming up on the show, and then I'll have you play again. If that's cool. If you have one in you.
Sure. Let's do it.
Coming up on the show, and I just confirmed them this morning. And I haven't made the post yet because I still got to get the final email with the details and the pictures and all that stuff. Werewolves. It's kind of a play on werewolf thing, but it's we're like we are wolves. So it's anyway. They're a pretty big band. They're getting ready. They've been doing some covers here recently, and they're really good. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but that September 7th at 2 p.m. So that'll be an earlier show. Werewolves, 2 p.m. Wednesday, September 7th. Will be that show, and then of course Trevor Cook that I had on last week. His show is on the 17th. So if you don't go to that, come to Music on Main and help me celebrate my 42nd birthday. God, I'm getting old. And I still have a mohawk. I'm an old guy with a mohawk. Well, it's a half hawk. But September the 17th. It's a Saturday. Oh, you have a show too, right? Yeah. So go to everybody's show.
Yes, sir.
But we'll have Amplifiers Haven State and Bo McMillian at ours, and go to his and go to Trevor's also. And then after that, gosh, not to November. It's not my show, but it's a show I'm a sponsor and a part of, and I'll be there. So a band called Flaw, which were popular in the 90s early 2000s. They'll be in Clarksburg at the Robinson Grand Theater with Fallback from Scare Tape from Clarksburg. I don't know if you've heard of Scare Tape. They're awesome. So that's November the 12th, 7 p.m.
Nice.
7 p.m. Eastern time. And tickets are on the ticket link. I'm not very good with promoting things. And Tucker does the open mic at Classics up in Saberton. Very nice place. Do they have good food?
Yes.
Really
Good wings.
Really good wings.
Good BLT
It seems like a lot of like bars are really push their wings and are really behind their wings. I haven't had the Magic's wings because there's Magic sauce at Magic's, and I haven't had that yet. So you might try that and let me know if it's good.
The BLT too, like I said.
Excuse me.
But you can't go wrong with hots, man.
With
Can't go wrong with hot wings.
Yeah, that's true. I don't like real spicy wings.
No, but I think like
I'm not a real spicy person.
Like a Frank's based,
or a touch of it, like a hot barbecue would be good.
Yeah.
Like what is it? Nashville hot? They call it Nashville hot. I don't even know what that tastes like. But Mike enjoys the spicy flavor. But I take heartburn medicine for a reason, and that doesn't. If I would eat that, then it'd just be like pointless.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, what do you got for us next? Another song from the forthcoming album?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound like Jack Sparrow here. Why is all the room going?
Well, there's more in there.
I'm kidding.
Oh, there's more.
Let's see here. Let me.
Might have to go buy some more. Actually.
I'll throw a curveball at you.
Curveball.
This is the one that's not going to be a single. This will be
Ooh, this won't be on the album.
This will be on the album.
Oh, okay.
It will not be a single.
Oh, it won't be a single. It'll come out with.
Yes.
I see what you're saying.
Here,
Easier?
yeah. This is the most recent song I've written. I hope you can't relate to this song. I don't even know if I can relate to it, but. So bear with me here. This is very freshly written. I hope you're finding time for eating. Your swollen veins just make me sick. And I can't stand to watch you bleeding. And though you say it's just a nick, I've come to hate you 'cause I love you for putting me through all this shit. Still, I've never turned and judged you. I just pray and watch you twitch.
I'd like to think there's other reasons for hanging around in this old world. Sail the seas or meet a girl, and your one love just leaves you needing another ride, another high. It's easier to say goodbye than watch you die. In Whitaker, I watch the deep end pull you in and eat you whole. And I've never had a worse feeling than knowing you just won't grow old. I hang my memories from the ceiling like a convict bound for hell. I'll kill them off and never see them. There'll be nothing left to tell. I'd like to think there's other reasons for hanging around in this old world. Sail the seas or meet a girl, and your one love just leaves you needing another ride, another high. It's easier to say goodbye than watch you die.
I like it. Very good. Very powerful.
Thank you, sir.
Very powerful. Very powerful. I was just
That is not a single.
I was just putting in the chat about your single that's available everywhere.
Yes, it is.
Everywhere you anywhere you listen to your stuff. And I was just putting in watch for your upcoming full length album. What's it called? Your full length. What's it going to be called?
We
Self-titled?
don't know yet. I guess that'll be the last.
When is it? Maybe this is an Alec question. When should an artist call their album just self-titled? You know, like a self-titled album. Is there a certain time they do that? It's not first. I know that, right?
No,
Or, I don't know.
Actually, often that's usually historically speaking, if it's done on the debut album. So,
Really? Okay.
some occasionally the second album, maybe.
Yeah.
But usually I've seen it done on the debut album.
John Prine was debut album.
Was
I know
it?
that.
Yeah.
John Prine. Oh, I like me some John Prine. You know any John Prine?
Oh yeah, huge fan. Huge
I
fan.
don't know why I did that, but
I don't know. You're
how about
excited.
how about any Cash, the Johnny version?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I like Cash of all versions.
How about Freebird? You know that? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Yeah, let's do it.
For somebody else.
Well, actually, it's funny. If you think Skinner's debut album was kind of self-titled, it wasn't. It was
Skinner's was.
pronounced Leonard Skinner.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Just- I think that still counts as self-titled, but
I should-
anything counts with Skinner. I mean,
Yeah.
you can, it's
Amen.
whether it was on purpose or not. You know. So what do you have after Magics? Are you gonna put? Oh shit! Are you gonna shit? Get out of here! No. Are you gonna push shows? Are you gonna play shows out up until the release, and are you gonna do a release party? Partay.
We're about at least twice a month. So right now, heading closer to winter is probably going to get closer to almost every weekend. Going to start hitting it real hard now that I'm.
Seems like people slow down in the wintertime. I mean, I understand because of the weather conditions.
Yeah.
You just don't know,
Well,
but you know, it's not
outdoor
like people
gigs
don't slow down and not go to the bar. People
Yeah.
will find a way to get to the bar. You know.
We hit it really hard last winter, but probably do that, and then I would expect the album to be done around Christmas, New Year time, and then probably schedule a release around that time. We'll know closer to the time.
Are you gonna
but-
have it at Classics?
Nah, not big enough. I don't know. I'm not sure what I would do. Our buddy just had an album release party at 123
Maybe
Ooh,
that'd
there
be
you
a good
go.
one to
Yeah,
do.
that would be the spot. For sure.
I've thought about even the Gold Rush because
Yep.
I know
Yeah,
Josh, the owner, real well. And
It's gonna be hard to get
huge
people out there.
place. And,
Yeah, it's kind of out in the
it is
out of way.
But that's kind of that's our thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a truck, no, I'm kidding. I do have a truck though. I can get there. But of course, the winter, if it's in the wintertime, it's hard to pile of people in the back of the truck to get.
Well,
there
no, it's all
anymore.
paved. It's just like it's just kind
Well,
of out there. It's not like right
paved or
downtown.
not, it's okay. I mean,
Right downtown's convenient.
I had when you were playing, I had to change the marquee. I couldn't stand it any longer because I did it wrong. So I took the S out and found the L.
There you go.
Did I do it right this time?
Yeah.
Nice. I even said it at the beginning of the show wrong, didn't I?
Knisell?
Knisell. Nozzle. Kind of like a nozzle.
When I first met him way
Right.
back, I thought it was like Knisell for like a couple weeks.
That's the way I've been saying it on the show. Yeah.
Knisell.
Knisell. For shizzle.
To be fair, though, it would only be Knisell if there were two S's. There's one S.
I think there
that's
needs to be both two S's and two L's.
The one
and
S
then,
implies a
you
short
know-
I think, right?
Do you know where the origin of your last name? It's the first time I ever heard that last name.
Austrian, maybe.
Austrian?
German, maybe.
German? Austrian? It could be any number of things in West Virginia, But Tucker is definitely a country name.
Yes, sir.
When it comes to country music, Tucker.
Tucker sounds like truck.
Great grandpa.
It sounds like trucker, doesn't it?
It sounds like truck.
Do you listen to any other styles of music other than country?
I listen to so much music. People try to, especially young people, try to give me shit about it. They're like, "Well, you just listen to country." That is false. If we whipped out my phone
You
right
listen
now,
to hip hop?
man, not really, but there's
Well, all hip hop sounds the same to me,
there's
especially the
about
new.
two things I don't listen to: rap, hip hop, whatever you want to call it. Classify those together,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really listen to any
Metal.
super heavy metal.
Come on.
I mean, it's just I'm a heavy melody and harmony guy,
Yeah.
and it's just
Those two genres
They're-
historically lack those things.
Yeah.
also this is a shallow interpretation
It's
of those
fine.
musics, but generally speaking, the stuff you hear in the mainstream of those music,
Well, the
aren't-
mainstream of any genre
music
is bad.
is terrible, right?
Yeah.
But
I'll vouch for that.
I can't relate to it,
Right.
to those.
Well, it's any of the new country,
Yeah.
any of the new hip hop,
I don't even know
any
if-
of the any genre, we can come up with. We can sit here all day. It all sounds the same. They all sing about the same crap, even if it's not directly the same. It's generally the same stuff, And it does. It gets what's the word I'm thinking of? It's repetitive and it's just boring. Come up with something different. And that's what I look for. That's why I like to do bands that are they haven't made it yet or whatever. Or, I mean, I'll do bands like that, but it's going to be difficult for me to like really get into the interview because like they're still doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing, or they're selling out. Chances are I'm not going to get those people, so I'm not worried about it. But but that's the industry, I guess. And hopefully you won't get like that. What the sellout. I don't even know how that happens. I don't know how they get to that point. I guess to where their label says, well, you can't play what you're doing. You got to play what you were doing. When we signed you, and that's a bunch of crap. Why is it up to them?
Well, that's why independent, especially in country music, the independent country scene is almost like it's the counterculture right now. It is definitely as big as it's ever been in history. If you stop somebody on the street and say name your 5 favorite country artists right now, there's a good chance
Tucker's in there.
They would name more independent artists than they would mainstream. Like
That's good.
Tyler Childers or
I love Tyler Childers is awesome.
Sturgill Simpson or Cody Jinks.
Is Tyler still independent though?
Yes.
He's not signed to a label.
I mean, there's it's not so black and white,
That's fair.
but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you can be you're affiliated with it, but you're still
Yeah, and
independent.
you would think that like a Tyler Childers wouldn't sell out because I mean
He has no
continually
need to.
he continually does the same thing that and that's him. Like
Yeah.
everybody knows that. Okay, well that's Tyler Childers when you hear it. Without even
Well,
looking
man,
at him.
if you're Tyler and you can just keep riding to that level,
Yeah,
for that
then you're
for
good.
that long, you don't need to. You know what I mean? You don't need to
Yeah.
have a label.
I mean,
You don't need a label come taking fucking 70% of your shit.
exactly. Yeah, but I mean, I guess that's the point. The whole point of being on a label is they're gonna get a cut, but
Yeah.
but I think at that point they start controlling everything that you do, and there's just no more you want to write like kind of like what comes to mind is the band Stain, with Aaron Lewis. I think the downfall of them was, they did all the heavy stuff at the beginning, which was them, and then the bigger and bigger they got, I'm sure the label was like, well, you need to tone it down a notch if you want to keep, and they started doing the radio hits and like the outside and stuff, and then after that it was just like, okay, where do you go? You don't nowhere. So that then Aaron turned to country, which thankfully he's good. I saw him when he played at the amphitheater in Clarksburg.
He's very good.
Country, and he did some of the Stain songs acoustically.
Yeah.
It's not the same, but I mean, that's
His,
why I went to see him, because he was in Stain.
Did he do his cover of Nutshell by Alice in Chains?
I don't remember.
His cover, that's really good.
When was that? It was the first time he came. Because I think he came this year too. He came back, or maybe it was last year. He came back and did it again, which is awesome. For Clarksburg. Yeah. I don't know. Anybody coming to Independence anytime soon? Tucker's in Independence though.
I don't even live there.
Do you do shows around where you live, like at your house or anything? For fans and VIPs?
Well, we're getting a house.
And podcast hosts?
We're getting a house in downtown Morgantown.
Hell yeah.
In a couple weeks, me and my buddy. So maybe we'll just do one of those.
Are you going to school there?
No, I'm not. I don't think. Maybe in the future.
You're a country star, so
at the moment,
there's no time anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You got an album coming out.
But maybe we'll throw one of them.
Throw a soiree.
Band on the porch type parties.
Do that, yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. Yeah, do that. And come back and do Keep Me Any Live, or I'll come up and we'll do it from the porch.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometime. I don't know. We'll plan it out before it gets cold. Before it gets cold out.
Yeah.
Of course, in Morgantown, it doesn't matter what the temperature is outside. People are going to party regardless.
Oh yeah.
If you say, hey, remember.
Fall.
Yes. But not a football weekend. Not a home game.
No,
you got to do like
away
away game.
That way people
And then
still
put a big
party,
screen out
but-
there so people can. Nah, that's a lot of production material. But I will come up and we'll do a show from the porch, and Alec will be there, I'm sure, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose I will be. Yeah.
If I'm invited.
Well, I'll be there now. Thanks. Dude.
Yeah, I'll let you know when the day.
I'm sick. I can't make it.
I'll text you.
So you have Magics on Friday, tomorrow night at Classics for open mic. You're there every Wednesday, unless I guess a holiday, right?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be Christmas.
Every Wednesday for about 2-3 months straight now. So.
Awesome. Are you enjoying it though? It's got to be fun doing an open mic.
Go out. I don't know. It's kind of a weekly.
Well, you got to meet me, so I mean, there is that.
Highlight of the week.
I don't have my
yeah, highlight of the week.
Sports or anything going on right now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Alec, bring your band down, or I'll come up. It's probably easier to come up there where the band is and has their stuff.
Okay.
To be able to do it.
I'd love that, man.
Plus, you have all the production equipment. I won't have to bring anything.
That's well. Yeah.
Damn it! Why didn't you tell me this before, Tucker?
Bring your light.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bring that beautiful light.
I will bring that light. That light is
Just so I like looking like those ASMR girls with you can see the reflection.
Wait,
in
let me
their
zoom
eyes.
in. Let me zoom in real quick here.
Yeah. Just hold
Yeah,
it.
and there you go. Right there.
Pulling the stress out of you. Pulling the stress. Something
That's
like
creepy as hell.
that. It's a bunch of crackery, I think.
Crack.
But it is relaxing. I'll give him that.
Well, yeah. Come back and do the show. I'll come up. Let's hang out.
Absolutely.
I play a little bit, but it's not that great.
We'll,
But are you gonna play us out of the show tonight?
yeah, sure.
This evening? This evening.
Right.
It's still this evening because it's still light outside. I'm used to doing the show and getting done by 9:30. So thank you for that. I like doing the early ones. I'll be back at this point. I don't have anything scheduled until September 7th.
Okay.
I'm always scheduling those, so who knows, something might come up. That's why I'm not going to change the marquee this evening. I usually do at the end of the show. But I'm not going to change it because there might be something in between now and September 7th, which is Werewolves. Not werewolves, werewolves. Us, werewolves, okay?
W-E-apostrophe.
Yes, it's the one with the apostrophe. Yes, so it's not quite werewolves, but we'll get to the bottom of that on September 7th at 2 with those guys. I don't know where they'll be out of. I don't know. I don't have all that stuff yet to tell you, but it won't be around here. It'll be on Zoom, so we'll do that show on Zoom.
1400 Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, not 0400. 1400.
That is my.
Well, not 0200.
Yeah,
be 1400.
It's my podcast
Military-
voice. I don't know if you
military.
like my podcast voice.
I do have a radio
Yes,
voice effect on there.
Very, very bassy here on XLRK 105.
Okay, now try it. Now do it, Alec. No.
Yes, very, very radio-y here.
See,
I can't hear myself, so I don't even know.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you try it. You try it.
Yeah.
See, it's not very radio-y. It just
I
makes
don't-
it sound like we're on the radio.
I
You hear it
can't
now?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's
It
called radio
makes you
voice.
Sound,
Makes me sound like
bassier.
I'm on WVAQ or some crap.
KKW.
Oh yeah, KKW. I'm sorry.
Nobody listens to that.
Well, they used to.
Yeah,
Anyway, I'm gonna go off. Okay.
unless you like Luke Bryan or something.
Yeah, there's yeah, but the new board that I'm getting has way more effects than that one does, and I don't use any of those, so I don't have time for that. I got an interview to do. Anyway, well, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming down.
Of course.
Thank
Thank you for having us.
Like I said, we'll do it again. From some location, you know, and I'll try to make it down Friday. I don't know what church. I always have things going on the weekends,
Hey,
but
man.
who doesn't? Oh wait, I know what I have to do. Friday at Magic's, right?
Yeah.
From 9 to midnight.
We'll get you in free.
Ooh.
He's got a Gold Rush show too. When's
I
the
can-
Gold Rush show?
I can be a VIP. Can I?
VIP.
I can be a VIP.
When's the Gold Rush show?
Yes. When's the Gold Rush?
Gold Rush is September 17th.
Oh,
Yeah.
10 days
Yeah,
after
that
his,
crappy day.
10 days after Werewolves is.
September 10th.
Yeah.
Or September 10th.
And 2 days after my birthday.
September 10th, we're at
Maybe a little birthday treat
in
for you.
Roseburg.
Well, I gotta go.
We'll
to my
VIP
own
you
show.
we'll VIP you into that one as
I
well.
can't. I got my own show to go to. It's a bunch of crap. It's way too much going on that day. Yeah, I know. A bunch of.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, Friday, if you're in the area of Magic's, or even if you're not driving, go to Magic's for the. I just did a weird burp. Did you hear that? I heard it in mine. Anyway,
Couldn't hear it.
at Magic's from 9 to midnight, and it's probably $5, right? Probably.
Yeah, if it might be free. I don't know.
It might be free. Yeah, we'll show up and find out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Only one
because
way
we
to
don't
find
know.
out.
Yeah, we don't know. And what are you gonna play us out of the show with? Something uppity?
Let's do
Let's do an
a
uppity
song
song.
called Rhubarb. This is about
Rhubarb. Is it about
Rhubarb.
is it about the plant rhubarb?
Not really. It's about Preston County and things
Ooh,
that
Are
Are
one
there
does
rhubarb
there.
plants in Preston County?
I'm sure somebody has one. Maybe, I don't know. Do you grow rhubarb? You grow anything?
Not on purpose. No.
I got tomato plants.
Just have gardens. and
Tomatoes. I got
stuff.
tomatoes out
That's
there in the
big.
garden.
Yeah.
You got any songs about tomatoes?
No.
Oh.
No.
We'll write one and then.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll
Okay.
do it.
All right. Well, Tucker, let me Knisell.
Yes, sir.
I got it right, and I spelled it. I fixed it too. So, and Alec, thank you very much for being on the
Of
show.
course, thank you.
And I'll see you guys. If I don't see you before, I'll see you September 7th with We're Whoops.
Well, I'm going up on the mountain to see my ma and pa. It's been a damn long ride back from South Canal. Well, I smell Mama's biscuits and I see buckwheat fields laying over coal bank like $100 bills. Well, the hogs are looking fat and the wheat's looking tall. It's getting near September, the leaves are about to fall. It reminds me of a lady I loved in Brewston Mills, but she went back to Oakland, so I'm headed for Snake Hill. Well, the box is locked up tight as I'm headed home tonight. The road she bends and spells out my name, and I'm taking off in flight like a June bug on the breeze, from a girl as sweet as rhubarb and a place as tall as trees. Well, the cheat, she's looking mighty, and she's singing like a bird. She follows every turn, but she never says a word. Well, the Walmart's getting jammed, tonight's a football game. Lord, them Friday lights seem a million years away. But tonight I'm off to Jack's with a redhead named Nicole, and she never shows her age, and I never asked to know. Well, the box is locked up tight as I'm headed out tonight. Her older eyes, they call out my name, and I'm taking off in flight like a June bug on the breeze, from a girl as sweet as rhubarb and a place as tall as trees. Well, nothing tastes as sweet as the morning on the breeze, coming down the mountain and headed straight for me. Well, you never love a girl as much as the night you take her home, and you never want her gone as bad as when the morning comes. And I'm sorry to my mama for being a reckless kind. Thank you to the jukebox for keeping me in time. Thank you to the lady for treating me so fine. And goodbye to my hometown, see you down the line. Well, the box is locked up tight as I'm headed out tonight. The road she bends spells out my name. And I'm taking off in flight like a June bug on the breeze. My girl as sweet as rhubarb.